Welcome again. So let's do the search and we can see all the players that we have. If we look at our search results code, we have used this minutes played field, which is basically from player statistic table. So we are using relationship self dot player statistics dot minutes played. And we have also used player dot team dot color. So we are using one more relationship there. So if you look at the performance of this query right now, so you're loading team and player statistics for all the 10 records that are shown on each page, right? So total view rendering time is 194.4 millisecond, active record time is 9 millisecond, and despite this, we are use solr for 5.6 millisecond. Now let's do eager loading. So while we are doing the search, we'll eager load team and player statistics with our player results. So let's see how it affects our performance. So let's go and search again and let's look at the performance now. So views are rendered in 60.2 milliseconds and active record is taking 1.7 millisecond. So this is like one third of the performance time required, and only one time we are loading players and teams and player statistic, right? As opposed to 10 times for each record. So eager loading has improved our performance tremendously. Now these are all players, right? In player search. What if I want to search players by the name Chelsea, by the club name? I don't get any results, right? Because Chelsea is not there in players model. Players model doesn't have club name field. So we can achieve this in solr using joins. So let's do that. Let's go to player model and let's write the join between player and team model. So first thing that we are going to do is we are going to index the foreign key, that is team ID, right? Because on that foreign key we have relationship between team and player, right? And here we got to index the primary key of team table ID, because on ID and team ID we have the relationship, right? Now let's write the join syntax. So we are going to do join on club name field. Target model is team. Type of join is text because club name is indexed for full text. Join key is ID from the team table, from the team model. We have ID, and from the player model we have team underscore ID, right? And next we have to follow the signature of the field, that is club name ACS. We have to follow it as it is in your block, searchable block. So club name ACS, we have copied it as it is. And so this is our join syntax. Remember, we have to index both the foreign key as well as primary key in the relationship. Team ID here and ID in the team table. We have to index them both for join to function. This is the condition. Now let's go and reindex it because we have changed the searchable blocks. So we have reindexed the data. Now let's go and we have to do one last thing. So when we are doing the full text, we have to now include all the fields like name for player and club name from the team. So we'll write a syntax such as searcher.any do full text. Now any, so we can do full text search based on the term from the form based on any of these fields, that is name and club name, right? So this we are doing, and let's do the search on Chelsea now. Let's do the normal search. We got 633 players and let's say Chelsea, and now we have got only Chelsea players, 32 of them. Cool. Let's actually go and in the search result and include this club name. Let's print it, the club name. So let's say player dot team dot club name. Cool. Let's just go back and search it one more time. Yeah, so we can see all these players are from Chelsea. Cool. Now instead of doing join, we could have just did it old school type. Like we could have just have one helper club name in our player model and index this here for full text. Let's say text club name, uh, use some analyzer such as ACS or ASS, right? But why are we doing this? Because this is already indexed in the team model. We have already indexed club name, right, for full text. So why are we doing it again in the player model? So that is why we have used join, right? So let's not do that. Let's just delete this all code. Now, one more possibility of join is that we have used minutes played. Minutes played is from player statistic table, right? So we can also do join on minutes played instead of indexing it in player. So let's do that. Let's remove this from here, right? So let's remove it from here, and we don't need help. We do not need this helper anymore. So let's go back. Let's write minutes played. So here we will do the ID index, and in player statistic model, uh, in the player statistic model we got to index the player underscore ID. So we have done that here. That is the condition. We have to index both the keys in the relationship. The syntax type is integer. It is based on player ID from player statistic and ID from player. Cool. So let's go and reindex it because we have changed the searchable block. Go back, and in the controller we already used it condition, right? Minutes played greater than 100 based on that checkbox, right? And we also used it for sorting, if you remember, using radio buttons. So let's search it now. Let's do Chelsea. Okay, cool. Let's check this button now. More than 100 minutes. And we can see we have got only players now who have played more than 100 minutes for Chelsea. So this is working. This join is also working. Awesome. Now let's do the sorting based on minutes played, right? So let's check minutes played and descending. Let's say search. Okay, I'm not sure if this has worked. Okay, 834, 2693. No, it is not in descending order. So this is one problem with join. You cannot do sorting on join fields in solr. So that is one disadvantage with solr joins. You cannot do sorting based on the fields which are used in join. So unfortunately, we need to remove this in order to have sorting on minutes played. We'll go back to having a helper and then index that minutes played field in the player table, player model. So let's do that. Let's reindex and let's go back and check it out. So let's go to minutes played, descending, and check it out. Yeah, now they are in descending order of minutes played. Right? Cool. Now we were in the players search. Now based on team, let's go to teams search. And can we do a team search based on player name? Like we enter a player name such as Eden, and we should get the team result. I think this is totally possible, right? As we did in case of player search. So let's go in the team model and let's create a join. Now on the field name, target is player, type should be text, again it is full text. From, the foreign key in player is team underscore id, correct. To, the primary key in this model is id. As, so we need to copy the signature from the player model. So let's check it out. What is the signature for name field? So name field is name underscore ASS. Analyzer is ASS. So go back. We have to copy the exact signature there. So we'll make it as ASS. So our join is ready. We need to make sure that both the keys involved in the relationship are indexed. So ID in here and player ID, team ID in there. So let's reindex once very quickly. Let's go back, and yeah, one last thing is searcher.any. We have to include any, and we are doing it on term from the form, search form, and fields array. We have name from player, city, and club name from the team model. So let's do that. Let's now try to search Eden, and we got Chelsea because Eden Hazard is from Chelsea. Let's try Terry, John Terry, Chelsea again. Let's try Sergio. We got two, City and United. Yeah, Sergio Aguero and Sergio Romero. Awesome. Let's try something different. Let's say Jack. Oh my God, there are Jacks in 7 teams. Awesome. So this is example of one more example of join. Hope you liked it.